Welcome back to another episode of How I Got the Job. I'm chilling at the Cloudart office here with my morning coffee, and we have with us a very special guest. Meet Arslan. He just landed a job at Gartner as a senior software engineer, GenAI and NLP. Hey Arslan, so glad that you're here.
Hello everyone, I am Arslan, currently working as a senior software engineer in Gartner in GenAI NLP role.
Was Gartner always on your dream company list or the job role caught your attention?
The insights and research reports which they create in the market always fascinated me, and the clients which they handle. So, and also they are a data driven company. That's why I plan to join that particular company and got cleared.
So, Aslan, can you walk us through the entire interview process?
So there were around 4 rounds, starting with a basic round with one of those managers, then a senior director round, then a partner round was there, and final the HR discussion round. So first round, that was a basic round. So all those basic scenarios like basic machine learning concepts, all those deep learning concepts like gradient descent or different type of loss functions, functionalities, whatever algorithms which you have for the first round. Like if you are going into data science industry, you must have some knowledge of coding with respect to Python because they are providing open source libraries as you go. Then coming towards the senior second round, that I got it through, and it was also focused on little bit of GenAI techniques like multiple frameworks of RAG. I have had to go through the multiple projects as well, like streamlined projects. Second round was mostly based on the scenarios round. It is a classification problem, basic machine learning classification problem, or whether it is a GenAI deep research problem. And the third round was of the partner round, like what are the challenges I faced in one of my recent projects, like in terms of any RAG pipeline, in terms of considering any important vector DBs. All of these rounds were online.
So, Aslan, you also made a mention about scenario based questions.
So basically, the problem statement was there to how you can capture the images from a PDF document, and how will you in the chatbot you have your responses ready. So along with that, in the chatbot, if you are getting an answer, how will you get the exact images which is present in your source database, that is corresponding to that particular question which you have. Okay, so I had to design a particular scenario around that, that how I can extract those images and convert it into a text format, and then embed it into a vector DB.
Other than the technical skills, were there any soft skills that you had to master?
Communication, soft skills. In terms of communication, you have to be proactive and confident.
So, Aslan, since this is a Gen AI and NLP role, can you give our audience a little idea about what kind of questions should they prepare?
I would certainly recommend you should clear with your basics first. The whole
Okay.
architecture of GenAI and NLP is based on the basics text dealing, like data processing of text. You should know in and out of data processing of text, how we process, how we convert them into vectors, how we store from machine learning techniques as well as deep learning and advanced transformer based techniques as well. If you are targeting for a senior software engineer or manager role, you should have a complete understanding of deep learning in terms of text data, like you should have knowledge of artificial neural networks related to RNNs, LSTM. You have multiple GRUs techniques. Then
Okay.
then you have sequence to sequence models. You should know the architecture of transformers techniques. So you should know how encoders decoders work in transformers architecture, how the self attention layers, how multi-head self attention layers are there in your models or in your transformers architecture. But if you are giving interview as a fresher, then you should target mostly ML and DL basics concepts.
Now, the last and final question. Do you have any golden tip that you could give our viewers today?
If you are learning and not implementing anything, will not gonna work.
Thanks a lot, Aslan, for joining us today.
So thank you, Cheryl, for the opportunity.
Stay tuned as we have somebody coming from Amdocs to share his interview experience. Follow us